In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the BetTrackr. So firstly, just to point out, the BetTrackr is not created by Bonus Bank, but if you do have a Bonus Bank subscription, you're able to integrate your Bonus Bank account with the BetTrackr. So the BetTrackr is created by a gentleman called Jord, and he actually has his own channel in the Discord channel. So if you're on our premium server, once you open Discord, you'll find the BetTrackr tab under the Bonus Bank section in our Discord channel. So as mentioned, Jord is the brains behind the operation, and he is always looking at ways to improve the tracker. And if you go through the channel, you can see there's quite a few updates that he always makes, and there's plenty of feedback in here as well that he's always responding to. So if you've got any feedback or anything that you need to know more about the tracker, then Jord is definitely the man to talk to. And you can find his tag by going up to the pinned comments in the channel, and then you can see his tag up here. So if you just tag him in the channel with or any feedback you have, he's very active in the channel and he'll always get back to you. As we mentioned earlier, once you've opened an account with the BetTrackr, you are able to link it to your Bonus Bank account, and you can see on the dashboard here, if we scroll a little bit further down, you've got the BetTrackr here. If you click on that there, you're able to log in. So I'll just do that off camera now. And then once you're logged in, you can see you've got all your data here. So you've got all the kind of key data. You've got your overall profit, your average daily profit, return of investment, win rate, bonus retention. So lots and lots of information there. If you're having a week with a bit of bad variance, it's always nice to come back and look at your overall profit. So that's a really nice feature there, and that's obviously going to update as you update the tracker as well. So we'll jump back into the tracker, and you can see again in the tracker there's lots and lots of information in here. So it's very visual and very nice to look at. So you've got your overall profit, bankroll, average daily profit, just lots and lots of info up here. But obviously once you open your BetTrackr account, your dashboard and everything will be empty, but you are able to import your data from your Bonus Bank spreadsheet. So if you come up to the plus sign in the top right hand corner here, and you go import, you can follow these import instructions down the side here, and you'll be able to import your current data from your Bonus Bank spreadsheet. And again, if you do have any problems with that, you can contact Jord in the Discord, or if there's enough demand for it, leave a comment in the video here. We can make a tutorial video on the Bonus Bank YouTube channel as well. So we'll dive back over to the dashboard. And again, this is going to be your main hub here, the dashboard. So it's got all your kind of vital information. And the great thing about the dashboard as well, it's very customizable. So if you come up to the top right again, you can select edit mode, and you can pretty much do what you want here. So you can change any of these graphs out for any different graphs. I kind of just like how it's laid out already, but obviously over time it might change and you might find some information a bit more important than others. So you've always got that option, which is great. And if we scroll a little bit further down, you can see add widgets as well. So you can even add any more graphs or any more info that you want. So you've got a couple of options there to add a few more widgets, which is great. So the main graph that you'll have on the dashboard is your profit over time. So it's currently set to all time, but you can set this to whatever you want. So you can go this week, this month, this year, last week, last month, or last year, which is really nice. And then if we scroll even further down, you've got the calendar feature here, which is great. You can see there's lots and lots of data here. So you've got your profit for each day. And if you go to the bottom of the table as well, you can see your overall profit for certain days. So you've got $10 there for Monday. On the Friday, we've got $101 there. And you can click on these as well. So you can click on any day. If we click on this one here, you can see any bets that was placed that day. Go back to resulted, and then we'll just go back to the calendar. And you can see the ones highlighted in yellow. They've got a little box in there with one, so that means we've got a pending bet. So you can always just click on there, settle your bet here where it's got pending, and you can put the result in there, and that's going to settle it for you. But you've got another view of the calendar as well. So if we click on the little widget up here, you can see your kind of month by month total, see how much you're kind of averaging each month, which is nice. And then you've got your total profit at the bottom as well. And if we scroll a little bit further up as well, you've got any up and coming events, and then you've got the recent events as well. And then you've also got your pending bets. So any pending bets are going to show up here, and then again obviously you can just settle them. And then if you want to look at your recently resulted bets as well, you just click the resulted tab, see all the bets that have recently been resulted. So if we go a little bit further up, we've got the tabs up here. So that was the overview. We've next got the profit tab, and again you've got lots of different charts and graphs here which you can customize until your heart's content. Again, I quite like how it's already laid out. So you've got your profit over time, profit by date, profit by tag, which we will jump a little bit into later. So the tags is a really good feature. You've got profit by bookmaker, profit by sport, and profit by type. And if you want a slightly bigger view of the graphs as well, you can come and select these arrows up here, and that's going to give you a nice big view of the graphs. Over on the next tab, we've got the bonus bets. So this pretty much does what it says on the tin. It's got all your information about your bonus bets. So bonus bets by date, by bookmaker, by sport, and it's got all your current bonus bet balance as well. So you can see exactly where you've got bonus bets and the value at 70% retention. And then the final tab here, we've got the bookmakers tab, and this is just going to give you overall bookie information. So you've got bookie mug bet rates, bookie win rates. You've got some pie charts down here so you can see where all your balances are, and then you've got the bet types by bookie as well. So they're all color coded and you can see the ratios at each bookie, which is great. We'll go back to the overview feature. You've also got this little button here. So this is going to allow you to customize it a little bit more. So you can change the view of the whole calendar to whichever time period you want. And if you just want to look at a specific bookie as well, you can come to the bookmaker. And if you just wanted to look at Bet365, you can see your overall profit at Bet365. And you can go even further in detail. You can look at all your, let's say, bonus bets at Bet365, and it's just going to show you all your bonuses. So it's very, very interactive and it works really well, very visual, and there's lots and lots of info in the dashboard. But we'll move on to the next tab down the left here. So we've got the events tab. So on the events tab, I don't personally use it too much, but it's a nice feature as well. So you can look for any events, and if you click on the box up here, it will give you all the events that are up and coming, or you can search for an event. So if we was looking, let's say at the tennis, so you got Djokovic versus Alcaraz here. It's going to give you the Betfair market status, which is open, the total amount that has been matched at Betfair, and then the time to the event. And if we scroll a little bit further down, you can put your selection in here. So it's currently at Carlos Alcaraz, and then his current lay odds at Betfair are 1.28. And you can change the selection as well. So if we click on the little arrow, select Djokovic, and you can see Djokovic's current lay odds are 4.5. And you can actually track your bets from here as well if you need to. So if we was placing, let's say, a mug bet here, let's just go bet M, for example. You've got all these different options here. So you've got qualifying bets, lay bets, bonus bets, player props, multis, value bets. So all types of bets that you can do here, which is great as well. But we'll just go mug bet for now. We'll put $50. And obviously these are Betfair lay odds. So the odds at bet M will probably be slightly less. So we'll just go 4.3 for now, and then you can put your stake in here. The default is set to 50, and then you just go track bet, and that's going to track the bet for you. And that will bring us on to our next tab, which is the bets tab. So the bets tab is going to allow you to look at each individual bet if you really want to go into that much detail. So it's got every single bet that you've ever placed on the tracker, and you can customize this as well. So you can look by bet type, bookmaker, sport, event date, selection, status, so anything you really want here. And you can do whatever you want with these bets as well. So you can click on the little checkbox here, you can delete bets, you can add tags to bets, which we'll have a look at in a minute. You can edit any bets here as well by just clicking on the bet, and obviously you can settle your bets from here as well if you need to. So it's currently at pending, and then once the bet's settled, you can do whatever you want with it. But of course, as match bettors, we are laying the majority of our bets, so you're able to link your lay bets as well. So if we put a lay bet on this one here, you go click to add lay bet, and then you'll just put your lay stake in, whatever the lay odds are, and then you can just save the bet that way. And you just select save bet, and that's going to save it. And then again, if you go to settle the bet on this one, so if Djokovic went on to win at the bookie, you'd put 1 here, and you can see it automatically settles the lay bet as a loss, and it'll give you overall status at the bottom here. So this is not the only way you can add a bet. There's plenty of different ways that you can add bets. So again, if we come up to the top right and click on the little plus button, you can go new bet, and you can add any bet that way. So again, you've got all your different bet types here, and if you're not sure on what one means what, you can just select the little bet type up here, and it will give you the full list over here. And then of course you've got your bookmakers here, so we'll put Bet365, and then we'll search for another event. Let's just type in Liverpool. Got Liverpool versus Everton, and then you can put your selection in here. So if it's in the match odds, the selection will be eligible to auto result, so you won't have to do anything with this. But if you're betting on something else, obviously you can just type in whatever you want. So let's say this one was a mega boost. Let's say Salah to have a shot on target. You can just type that in there. We could change the bet type to promo bet. You can put the odds in here at 2, and we'll show you how the tags work here as well. So we've currently created a tag, which we will show you how to do once we get into the settings as well. You click on tags here, and we've got one set up as mega boost at Bet365. You'd select the tag there, and then you can just save the bet. And now let's just quickly settle that bet. Let's just say that bet 1. So we'll go 1, save bet. And if we go back to the dashboard now, and we go back to the profit tab, you can now see the profit by tag there. It's going to show up as mega boost at Bet365. So you can add as many tags as you want as well. So if you've got a certain strategy, you can do it for 2 ups, let's say 3 cracks or anything like that. So you can have as many tags as you want and give you all the individual information on those tags. And then again, if you come up to the settings up here, you select the settings and you can actually sort by tag as well. So if you just wanted to look at the Mega Boost at Bet365, it'll give you all the individual information on that tag. So there are a couple more different ways to add your bets as well. So a lot of the main corporate bookies, you'll be able to track the bets automatically. So if we go to BetTrackr, for example, and let's say I was placing a bet on Brisbane Broncos here at 2.4, we're not actually going to place the bet, but we put a stake in here. We'll put $50. Obviously, you place your bet first, and then you can select track with BetTrackr, and that's going to track the bet automatically. And then if we go back to the BetTrackr, refresh the bets tab, you can now see that's added the bet for BetTrackr. So that's just a nice, simple way of doing that. And then the final way of adding a bet is using the Chrome extension. So to add the Chrome extension, you would come to My Account, and then you go to Chrome extension over on the right, and you can download the latest version from there. I'm sure all of you have already installed Horsepower before, so it's literally exactly the same as installing Horsepower. And then once you've got your Chrome extension installed, you can come up to the top here. And again, the Chrome extension is really, really good as well. So it's got all your total profit, you've got your profit for the month. You can set all your bets from here, so you can pretty much do everything just from the extension, which is incredible. You've got your wallet up here as well, so you can check all your different balances at each individual bookie, and you've also got your calendar view as well, which is great. In order to add a bet, you'd come up to the little plus function again. You can put all your details in here. So again, you've got qualifying bet. You can put your bookie up here. Let's just go Bet66 for an example. You've got your event type here, so you can select from sport, horses, greyhound or harness. So if we select horse, you've got all the current races that are about to come up. So you can click on any of these, and then you've got all the individual runners as well. You can click on one of those, put your stake in, chuck your odds in, and then you track the bet that way. And then if we refresh the bet tab again, you can see that's automatically updated as well. So that's another really simple way of adding your bets. So the next tab we've got is the bookmakers tab. So there's lots of great info here as well. So obviously you've got all your individual information for each bookie. So you've got your balance, exposure, gross funds, bonus balance, profits, bet place, mug bet ratio. You've got the option to add custom bookies at the top as well. And if you come over to the little settings tab as well, you can add as much information as you want, or you can even get rid of some of these as well. So you can edit it to suit your needs. And the other great thing you can do here as well, so if we click on one of these individual bookies, you select the bookie, and then you've got all your individual information for that bookie. So you've got your overall profit for that bookie, you've got your win rate here, and then you've got your mug bet ratio as well. So you can see we're a little bit low at Bet365 here. If you're gubbed at a bookie, you can put gubbed up here. And if you want to favorite a bookie as well, you can favorite a bookie up here, and that's going to bring it to the top of your list. And then obviously you've got your other tabs up here, so you can look at your individual charts for Bet365, all your bets at Bet365, and then you've got your transactions here as well. So you can add any transactions that you make. If we was making a deposit to Bet365 today, you can see the current balance is at around $1,400. Or just under $1,400. So if we was to deposit $200, we'd put that in there. We'd add the transaction, and now you can see the balance has jumped up by $200. And of course, you can change that to withdraw as well. So if you was to withdraw $100, you'd put that in there, add your withdrawal, and the balances are going to update accordingly. So that's pretty much it for the bookmakers tab. So we'll move on to my account. So you've got all your general details at the beginning, but we move to the settings tab, and you've got the option to change the default dashboard period. So a lot of people obviously might want to just look at the current month, so you'd select this month. Default bet type is set to qualifying bet. Then you've got your default stake amount. If you're lucky enough to have a Betfair commission discount, you can put it in there, and then you can put your mug bet target ratio as well. And then you can set your bonus retention target as well. So on the next tab over, we've got the bet tags, which we did briefly talk about earlier. So again, this is where you can add any tags that you want. So we've got our Mega Boost one there. In order to add another tag, you just press new tag. You can assign a certain color to it if you wanted. Put the name of the tag up here. So we'll just put 2ups. And then if you want to put a description in, you can as well. And then you just hit save. And then you're able to tag these to any individual bet that you are placing. So on the next tab, you've got bookmakers tags as well. So if you want to get your bookmakers a little bit more organized, you can add any individual tags to your bookmakers, which is great. And then on the tab after that, we've got goals. So you can put an all-time goal. So currently it's set to $50,000. But let's say if our goal was $10,000, you can see underneath it says, congratulations, your goal was already complete, as our overall profit is around $13,000. And if you go below, you can set yearly, monthly and weekly targets. So this is just a nice way to kind of keep yourself motivated. So if you're looking to say, let's make $12.50 a month, you can put that in there, and then you can calculate your other goals as well, and that will update them accordingly. And the nice thing about the goals as well, once you do achieve them for the month, you'll get a little notification up in the notifications tab saying congratulations, you've reached your monthly goal. It's just a nice way to stay nice and motivated. Over on the next tab, we've got Betfair. So you're able to actually link your Betfair account here. So it will sync all your new bets, it will sync your historical bets for the last 3 months. It will sync your balance and commission discounts. But it's just got a side note on here. So if you do end up syncing your Betfair account, you should not record your Betfair bets manually or via import, or you could end up with duplicates. So it'll just be down to a personal preference whether you want to link your account or not. And the last couple of things to really look at the top here. So you've got your notifications tab. So you can see here there's been a couple of new updates. You can clear those notifications if you want as well. And then over in the other tab, you've got all your pending bets. And then on the last tab, you've got all your bookie balances. So that is pretty much going to do it for the video. As you can see, it's a really cool tracker with a lot of great features. And it's definitely helped keep me a little bit more motivated when it comes to match betting. And I'll definitely recommend giving it a try and see how you get on. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.